Hey guys, it's Nadine. So I'm here to share with you guys something that I have been really loving in my planner collection. I've had this since November of last year. I bought it from Carla. Carla's website is Yay for Fridays. I will link for her YouTube and her blog in the description box below. She is very huge in the Filofax community. And she's so funny because I really love her even though I don't know her that well, but she has been the constant source for some of my greatest things for my planners. For instance, she was the one who actually found my Imperial Purple Finch leaf for me, my A5 that I was on the hunt for like a year. She found it for me about a year and a half ago and purchased it from me. I reimbursed her and then she shipped it to me. She's in California. And then she, in November, sold this Midori to me. And I just love it. I have a Jen-Dori, which is from Jennifer, who's Whirlyblossom. She made this for me and I use this for something else. And then I love these so much that I actually have two more on order for different things. One is a Ray Dory because I always love to give my business to small businesses. And Ray, who is my Life All in One Place here, he also makes these as well. So I special ordered one from him. And then I have one coming from Etsy. And then I also have a pocket size Midori. It's actually called a passport size Midori traveler's notebook as well that I use for something different. So I just love these things and I'm going to share with you guys why I love them so much and what I have them for, or what I use this specific one for. So let's get started. So this is called a Midori Traveler's Notebook. And what it is, it's actually a leather notebook. And if I were going to tell you the dimensions, it's like 4 3/4 by 8 1/2. And I know you guys are like, this chick is just nuts. Because why does she need this? Well, I don't need it. I want it because I just thought that I could make good use of it. And I don't get things unless I can make good use of it. Unless it's like my other Filofaxes that are purple that are collector's items. Anyway, this thing I am using, and I use it every single day, and I will show you guys what I use it for. So what it is like, again, it's a leather cover, and in it you can add little inserts or books to it, okay? Now, I will share with you guys other inserts that are available for this as well. But these inserts I purchased from Baum-Kuchen, and Baum-Kuchen is such a great store. I actually have to give them a shout out because their products are awesome. Customer service is key, is just killer. They were really good at like emailing me to let me know when my item was shipping and if I had any questions to let them know or whatever. So if you guys are looking to purchase a Midori, that is one place that I can highly recommend just for my own personal experience. So Baum-Kuchen, and I will link for them in the description box below. I will also link another shop that I don't have any experience with, but if you were looking, you could find that too. And I will link for the other places that I have ordered Midoris from, okay? Or Midori-like, because the one from Ray is a Ray Dory, which is similar idea, similar concept as a Midori, but it's not the same brand. And then the one from Etsy is completely different, similar again idea, but different. You know, just somebody's making these things. So the one I have from Ray is purple, and then the other one that I have coming is this completely other color. But I will share them when I get it. But let's focus on this one right here. So this is my Midori Traveler's Notebook, and I actually love this thing. It's hard to explain how wonderful this thing is, but it actually feels really good in your hands. It is really the perfect size for traveling around, and I just really like it. This is good for traveling too, if you have to travel via, you know, airplane or whatever, because when you open it up, things in here fit nicely. If you have these pockets and whatnot, they actually fit your travel, your ticket, your airline ticket and everything nicely in here. So it's a really great system. Right now, this is my everyday. This is what I take on the go. As you can see on here, I have my shopping list, okay? And so I just have it attached by one of these little clips right here, these paper clips, and these binder clips, that's what they're called. And then I have this right here. And I don't recall, I got this notepad in a rack, okay? And so I don't recall who gave this to me, but whoever did, I am loving it and I use it. And so what I do is I put my shopping list on here, and I set it up by the stores. So this right here is, and if you hear noise in the background, that's my oldest son and his friends. They're like over there making too much noise for their own good. And in a little bit, I'm going to go over there and scream. But like this side is where majority of my shopping list is, and that's, you know, usually like Walmart. I have my Sprouts shopping list when I have to go to Sam's and whatnot, and then I just have some random notes here. So this is my shopping list. I keep it on the top of it, so that way when I'm walking through the store, I can easily just, as you see, check off stuff right here, okay? I have yet to go to these other two stores, and that's why I haven't taken off the list, even though this side is completely done. And let me see, I did get fruits and vegetables, so I should cross that off. Okay, so now when you open it up, let me show you guys some fun stuff that I have. Right here I just have a post-it note of some symbols that I love, and it stands for God above all your ups and downs, and that's just an idea that I'm thinking about a tattoo for. But that's a whole nother thing. And then I have these templates that I will show you guys how I use them in here. Well, let me show you right here. It's actually right here. So these little templates I got from a store on Etsy. And what I do is, hold on, let me put it up against something so that you can see. This is what it looks like, okay? And I will link for the girl who I purchased this on Etsy from in the description box below. Now these things have really cute little stencils on them where you can use your pen to write or use as a stencil. And just let me just show you really quickly. So for instance, you can make a circle using that one. If you wanted to, you can go ahead and use this speech bubble or this thought bubble right here. It has this cute little arrow or this thing right here. You can use it to, as I did on my grocery list, you can use it as a separator, or you can use it if you were to do it the other way as a line to make notes for stuff. I just love these things. I have this one. And I have another one right here that I use for other things as well. And I got this from the same seller. I purchased these things. I purchased like 3 of them, 1 for myself and 2 for my YTSs. And then I have already mailed them out. So I use that a lot in my Midori Traveler's Notebook, or what they call it is MTN for short, okay? So now as I open this up, what I have here is, this is like a dashboard, but what it actually is it is one of these zippered pouches. And I keep my cash in here. Now when I say cash, I don't do like, I have a cash system, but it's not like I pay everything in cash, okay? With the whole shenanigans with Target and then Michael's, I have cash in here for groceries, incidentals, and kids. Whenever my kids, they want to go, oh mom, we're gonna go paintballing, can we have money, and whatnot. Oh mom, I need money for this and that. I have cash for them in here, and then I have it separated in these little pins or clips that is similar to, so this is what it is. This one is from Repesco, and this is called a super clip, and this one was actually sent to me by from Singapore, which is a similar similar idea as the super clip. So I have the money segregated according to color coding, and my color coding, I know one color stands for this and the other color stands for that. Then I have these lists right here. Now I could have easily put that on here, and why I did not, I have no idea. Oh no, I know why I didn't. Because I want to show you guys the possibilities of this stencil. So now here's an example of a stencil that you could do. What I did was I used the speech bubble to make that, to write the store that I was going to, and then I used the little squares here to make my little list. But now this is actually done. I can take that off. And you see how fast that is? Like these full adhesive sticky notes, which are these by Post-its, which is my favorite, and technically the only kind of Post-it notes I've been using. They go nicely on here. Here is, now this list right here, the reason that it's not on here is because I don't normally go to the office store a lot. I try to go maybe once or twice, every other week or so. And so what I need to do is, what I like to do is just make a mental note on here of the things that I need to get and whatnot from my office or home office actually. So, and then here's another list that I used with this template, and what I did was I just took this little feature right here and I stenciled it out here, and then the speech bubble again, and these are the charities that my husband and I donate to, which we are actually loving. This one is the one with Locks of Love with my hair, and then these two other ones, one is Wounded Warriors and the other one is IndependenceFund.org. And the reason for those that we specifically give to those are not the only ones that we are contributing to, but these are the most recent ones that I've found that I actually am loving their you know, their principle and their theory. And because these happen to do with veterans, which my husband is, I have a soft spot for veterans. So this is the first thing that's in here. The next thing is a bunch of, I have this right here, and this is the green Post-it notes that's by Post-it. Again, it's the full adhesive one. The reason why it's green is because this signifies money, yeah? So as you can see, like this note right here, staples, and this is what I need to get. If I have this on here, that means I know I'm going to be spending money, so let me make a note. I need to buy. Green is buy. And I just have this tucked into, these are credit card slots that goes with this, okay? And in it I have Starbucks, a gift card, and then I have all of my reward cards of different places that I frequent. And so the good thing about this is the pocket for this thing is double-sided. So here's a pocket, and then you flip it over, and instead of having to tuck a card behind here and then like finagling it all, this one actually is both sides. You see that? Which is very rare that I see that actually. And then, now this is an insert. This and this is an insert. It doesn't come with the Midori Traveler's Notebook. You have to buy it separately. And I will link for all of this stuff in the description box below. And here's another insert too. It's a manila folder-like thing that you can use to, or it's called a secretarial pocket really, because of the angle of this pocket right here. But what you can do is, you know, you would be able to put papers in here, loose leaf papers, whatever. I happen to use this for my receipts. And it's the perfect size because you see most receipts are like this, you know, so it really does fit in here nicely. And I do have another receipt from what do you call it, when I went to, whenever I go to my I take exercise classes, I go to yoga, Bikram yoga, and I do the bar method, and they print out my receipts for me, and so I can easily like tri-fold them and then put them in this pocket. Then what I do with this, I will show you in a minute, is I log it into one of these books right here. So the very first thing I have is this. See, this is my very first insert book, or you know, book that I use. And again, I got this from baum-kuchen, and I will link for them in the description box below again. And here's my Oli clip that I got from the Container Store. What I did was I put a little stamp on here, and this stamp is actually from Sister Stamp, and I will link for that below as well. And then this letter stamp right here is from Hero Arts, and I just kind of colored her with my watercolors, and I chose watercolors because, or watercolor pencils, because while I do have Copics would be a little bit too strong for this type of paper, and it might bleed through. I was afraid of that, so I just used watercolor pencils. But let me just show you really quick how this works. Okay, so again, using my stencil, I have, and the reason it says us on here is because my life revolves around my family, which is us. And I have this all pretty much color coded as to different people in my house and what's going on. Different colors corresponds to different people in my home. And so as you can see, there's different things happening, and then I also have different shapes for different stuff. So like right here I have the 1st and the 5th and the 15th highlighted in stars, and that means that there are bills due for my office and our personal bills. If it's a heart, then, which came from this other template, that means that it's a birthday, and so I made sure to notate that that birthday happens to belong to one of the front desk girls at my husband's office. I make sure to notate my family's birthdays along with my office staff, both my office staff, my husband's office staff, and my office staff's, their birthdays, so that I don't forget, and I can make sure that I get stuff for the girls. So that is what is in here. And then I have, you know, it has all the months. Again, here is March coming up, and that's what it looks like so far. I have birthdays, I have different things for my kids, I have, you know, bill things notated. Now on here I used the little hand icon to notate that there are some things within this month that I need to make sure gets done, which is spring cleaning and then pest control, because springtime brings bugs and I hate bugs. So I always make sure to get our pest control guy out here to spray for bugs, and then also put some stuff down for ants, and because sometimes we get like those mounds of what is it called, the fire ants. And then also for like to put around our perimeter of our house stuff for snakes, because I cannot do snakes. Okay. So that is the first insert that I have. The second one, which is held together by the rubber band, and there are tons of videos on YouTube as far as how to insert these inserts into your Midori. But this is the second one, and it says real life, take note. And I use different stamps in here. This one again is by this is by Sister Stamps again, and this one, this real life stamp, is stamped out with the new Heidi Swap stamp pads, and this one is by KI Stamps, if I'm not mistaken. This take note hashtag is by One Little Dreamer, who is Artie's shop, which I will link for all of this stuff below. That's that. But real life, and I'm going to share with you guys why I put this, is because in this notebook is all the stuff that happens real life, okay? And I'm going to show you guys in a second. Now this little arrow clip right here is actually from Stampin' Up. So we're going to open this up and I'm going to show you guys. Right here, these are the places that I've gone. Like if you look at the days, here is what happened, okay? In a day, but not so much just like, this is not like a reminder of like what I got to do in this specific times, but what it does is it tells me where I went that day, because this is kind of like my little budget insert, okay? So it shows where I went and how much money I spent, because I like to track, as I've done for the entire last year, I like to track my spending, just because I think that, you know, everyone should be aware of what they're spending. And my husband and I both, we have a household budget, and then I have my own budget, and I need to make sure that that is followed, because it's easy to get carried away if you don't know what you have and you don't budget, or you don't have a budget. And so I always start off my personal day when I get up in the morning after I get ready and stuff. I check my emails really quickly, I check my schedule really quickly, and then I check my bank accounts. Those are the three things I do. After that, I, you know, drop kids off at school and I go to work. But then it's good to know what you have, and so I notate here, like it's this week here, and I will put, no, actually this was last week, you know, what I've spent all in one day and where I went, so that way I know where my money went. This day, although it looks like quite a bit, it actually is not bad. like you can see here, my daughter had book fair, and that was, you know, this is what she spent. Well, this is what she spent by herself, and then this is what I spent at the book fair, because I end up buying books for her teacher, her current teacher, and then her previous teachers that she's had since kindergarten. And then I bought some stamps from Amy Tan. Her new line is the 1+ line. Actually, it wasn't a stamp, it was actually an embossing folder that I purchased, and I will show you guys that on a haul video. And then the chick stand, which is Angie Judah Kennedy, or Kennedy Judah, I don't know, I can't remember her name, but she sells these really cute stands that I'll show you guys later, and that was $7. So I have everything here. Right here, I went to Academy with my son, but he bought his own stuff, and so that's why it's different. So green is for money and whatnot. And then, you know, here are some other stuff for this coming week, and this is what I've already spent today. Not that I spent, but what I, you know, if I have to transfer money over or whatever, I make sure that I log it here, so for future reference it is there. And so that's what's in the second book. So I have 3 of these books in here. Now the third one is this right here, and this little clip I got from my YTS on here, and she is organized by Vika. Okay, and I just love her to death. She did give me this, and I love this one because it's a bigger magnetic clip and it just works. Now, I'm not going to share with you guys the first page or so because it's kind of personal, but here's another stamp thingy. Now this stamp right here is stamped out with the so this stamp right here is actually from a Studio L2E stamp, and it's right here. And this set, I can't remember what this one is called, but this is the stamp that I use right there, and it says important dates, and I stamped that one out with the Color Box pigment stamp pad in green. Okay, and then I use an Ali Edwards stamp right here, and I actually just like used my watercolor pencils to color in that in red. And then right here, this stamp right here is by Inky Antics, and look how cute this one is. I love this little worm. Look how cute he is. He has glasses, and this is what I feel like I look like when I put my glasses on. That's why I use him. And he's just colored in with my watercolor pencils again. But let me reverse really quickly just to show you guys the actual stamps, since I just pulled them. So this right here is a Kokeshi doll by Sister Stamps that I used here. I used the Heidi Swap. Where did the blue go? Anyways, Heidi Swap has inks. They look like this, but I used the blue one on here. And then colored her in with watercolor pencils. And then the Take Note stamps is right here by One Little Dreamer. And these are all the hashtag stamps right here. See that? And where did I? It's one of these stamps right here. That's what I used in here. And then the Real Life stamps, again, this is the KI clear stamps, and this is their flashback collection. The Real Life right here, that's the one I used up here. And then this one again is by Sister Stamps, and this one is called Miyako, and here she is right here, and that's the one I used. And Hero Arts Alpha stamps. So just a really quick thing. Okay, so again, I'm going back to this one. So this one says important details on it, and it says want. I love Ali Edwards, some of her stamps, because she kind of does like a dual font thing, which is one's like a very, you know, crisp one, and then she has one in her handwriting, which is cute. And then this, like I said, Inky Antique stamp. So I'm going to skip a few pages in the front because those are kind of personal things, lists of things that I want. And what I have on this section right here, I use this to keep, it's like a wish list, okay? And I just make notes of it here. Again, what I do is I love graph paper. Me and graph paper, we just have this love affair going, okay? And so what I do is I will make a list using bullet form, which I will link in here because I've done a video on bullet journaling before. And I just use my bullet journaling system to make lists of things that I want to get in the future. And so the first couple of first 3 pages are different shops or different places and running lists of things that I would like to get at a certain point in time. The reason why they are actual lists back here versus list up here is because these things are the things that I need now. These things back here are more like wish lists, things that are a little bit more expensive than the common everyday things that I don't necessarily need but I want. And so, or just ideas that I have of things that I want to purchase later on. So that's what this one is for. And then back here is another one of those secretarial pockets, and then more of my rewards cards of places that I frequent. Of course, every girl needs to go to DSW because that's where the shoes is, and Ulta because that's where the stinking. And then back here I actually have my Apple card, which is something that my husband bought me, which is a whole nother thing. But here you can see he put to love me. And then I have another one of these pockets back here. Now these pockets are adhesive pockets that don't come in the Midori, like this one that I have another one here and then another one up here. You have to actually place them in yourself. Nor the Midori doesn't come with pen loops either, but they sell these pen loops here that you can purchase. I purchased mine on baum-kuchen again. And in this back one, I just have, this is where I have my pencil. And then up here in the front, this is where I put my brand new Uni Style Fit pen that I love. And I have done a review on that I'm going to post for you guys coming up. And then all this is I just use this to put around it. And there you have it. And it also has a, if I wanted to, I also have... This right here is a, what do you call it? I use this. You see this right here? This is one of those page markers. So I can, which technically it should be here, mark off the page that I'm in. So that way, quick reference, when I'm shopping somewhere, what I do is I put the receipts here. At the end of the night when I come home, I will log everything here. And then I have my page marker to tell me this is where we're at in this week. So this is what I'm using my Midori Traveler's Notebook for. Now, I was talking to one of my friends on IG, and her IG name is Sugar Bee, and she makes these killer cakes. Okay, if you guys are interested, I don't know what state she's in, but I will, you know, put her link down below. And I was telling her because we were talking about her buying a bunch of market stamps along with fish too. We were talking on about buying those market stamps, and they're a little tedious to get the little circles, you know, off of the stamp thing. And so I had mentioned that I have an idea coming up, which is in this video right here, of another way. And so, you know, instead of you guys buying market stamps or the market dot stamp, hello, it's not market stamps, it's called market dots. You guys can buy this stencil, which is a little bit easier, because if you guys have these multicolor pens, all you do is take this bad boy out, figure out what color you're going to use, and go to town with it. It does the same thing. It has circles. You can draw circles. You can draw, what do you call it? Squares, whatever you want. There's so much to do with this thing. So instead of, like I said, using the market dots and then having a headache from it because it's a little bit tedious sometimes, and then having to carry all those different color market dots on your thing, you can just get away with just one little stencil. So yeah, I'm gonna share this with you guys. Someone else had asked me about this because I did show this in one of my IG pictures. She'd asked where I got it from, and I am very free with information. She said she had asked somebody else that she saw using this thing, but that person was very tight-lipped about where she got it from. Yeah, that's not me. I'm not tight-lipped about anything. Maybe I should be, I don't know. I just don't have it in me. If I have something that you're interested in, I'm more than willing to share where I got it from. So yeah, I'll put all this information in the description box below. My dogs are about to go crazy, so I have to let you guys go. But I hope this little review and tour of my Midori Traveler's Notebook was interesting to some of you who out there who love planners like myself. And look at it, it just stinking feels good. I'm not even joking. And I put this in my bag and it just fits in it perfectly. I cannot tell you guys enough how much I love my Midori Traveler's Notebook. If you guys think it might be a little bit too expensive, I will also link for some of the other shops that I purchased my other stuff from. I would highly suggest checking out Ray, because his are a little bit more affordable too, and as well as the Etsy shop. But that is that for this episode, and I hope it was helpful, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.